Testing. Okay, I got volume now. Good evening, everyone. Live from Chronos. It is Darkmom from the Darkmom Consortium. We will get Mom on in a second. I have to redo sources here because something got changed again. Say something, Mom.
Say something, Mom. Something, Mom.
There we go. We have volume now.
Woo! Oh, that's
Woohoo!
right. I don't have to do all the gesticulation because my camera isn't on. Hi, camera. You're not working tonight. Yay. Actually, I'm sure it is working tonight, but you guys don't get to see me. And it's because I'm wearing my Star Trek sweatshirt, but I'm not.
You realize that by that logic, we can almost say about anything here. Today, Mom is wearing something very inappropriate.
Yeah, actually, I'm wearing
Go
a
cringe.
sweatshirt with another sweatshirt because it's a little chilly here. It's actually not that cold. It's just my apartment gets super chilly, even though somebody moved in downstairs. Thank goodness. Yay! So I'll get all the residual heat. Yay! It's going to take a couple of days to
At
start
least in
happening.
theory.
Well, then I also started closing the door to the bedrooms at night or during the day, so I'm not trying to heat those rooms up. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do at night. Hey,
Freeze.
remember the apartment in Las Vegas with the
Yep.
terrible air conditioning?
Yep.
If you're in Las Vegas and you don't have good air conditioning in the design of the place, there is an issue.
Yes, there is. Anyway, first point here. I mean, we have some people who are going to jump in and be guests, hopefully. We'll see how
Or at
that
least jump
goes.
in and visit. Yes. Hey, DT, I just realized something.
Mm-hmm.
Your follower count is incorrect.
I gotta go fix that. Where are we at right now?
426 followers.
All right.
Woo. Thank you,
Uh,
everyone who's followed us. We love you.
I'm gonna manually throw a few followers on here.
I don't think I have that cool thing on my display.
Just testing. Yeah. Well, you have to set that up, and even mine doesn't work right. Probably because we're doing this multiple ways, but yeah.
Yeah, we always are. We always are. No, I did not make DT stream host tonight.
Yes, you did.
I did not make you. I asked if you would. Because you're always going, but I never get to host, Mom. Actually, he never says that. He suggests that he should host more, and it's a good thing. Oops, I don't want to be here. What the heck is wrong with me? I want to be down at the academy.
Anyway, my little goal, I have this nice little Ficari carrier.
The carrier?
The Ficarier. We're going to call it the Ficarier. And I figured I'm going to get the trade unlocked on that at least.
It's a good idea.
Yep.
Are you running Klingon or are you running Federation?
I'm running Klingon.
Ooh, how cool. I have a Vorgon Ring Kodan carrier that I'm attempting to level up very slowly. So if we ran some Klingon stuff, that would be fun. But I understand that Ivo would like to... Let's see what he has said here. Can we do something tonight in game? I want to try out my new science build. So yeah, Ivo, wherever you are.
Yep.
I told you could pick out as many things as you want to do to try out that. Let us know when you're ready. And DT, that music was excellent.
Oh, the link I sent you? Yep.
Yes.
Another person to talk to.
Yes. Yes. That goes back to 2015. That might be a little challenging, but
no, he still does stuff.
He still does stuff. Oh, that's even better then.
He does all sorts of things. I will. Anyway, what I've been doing is I've been as you know, we're adding new musics and stuff like that. So I've been kind of hunting down on points bard music. So
Well, that's cool.
yeah. So anyway,
I I listen to a guy who writes original music based on the games he's playing, so he does some really good stuff, and we are welcome to use it for music videos, but not for, intros and outros, I don't think. I could ask him.
can always ask. Anyway,
Anyway,
anyway, I feel like doing a patrol. I,
I'm game to
are you on your
join
Klingon?
in. I am on my Klingon, thank you for asking.
Hmm. Full shame, really. I wanted to see if my ship would blow yours up.
Probably would.
Probably not with this one. You never know.
Well, this is not particularly good. I have to play the favorite game, though, before we start.
Yeah.
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
2,500 dilithium is in the box.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll take that. And some marks. I can take those too. Got some fleet marks because we're going to need them at some point here.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I know. You're building up your ships. You're gonna need a lot of fleet marks at some point.
Yeah. Plus, you know, we've got so many fleets that we want to try and build up this year.
Yeah.
So we've done a great job with getting the two big guys up there, but that leaves us with our Klingon side of having the Order of the Batleth, Gorny Gorn from Gornar, Avengers of Ironot, Eternal Defense, House of Red Shirts, Imperial Pirates, Sons of Mechleth, House Cringe. Yeah, it's very small, very new. So if they ask for help, they've only got 4 people and they're not at any fleet level yet. So I don't think they've got anything going beyond their
And then
preliminary
we've
ones.
had some fleets which we have questionable points where there's like one person who's not even really being active. It's like, you know.
Actually, House Cringe hasn't had any of the current players on since December, so okay, not quite as hardcore as some of us are.
Yeah.
Us hardcore? Hello, Rasul. Is that a Wasted? Are you out there? Wasted, you always come up in bright yellow, so it's hard to see you. I've got to go over to the dark one. Oh, hold on, I can't. You're the dark one today. Yeah.
I can't turn anything to auto fire yet. Maybe I'll have to do it in something, but
Okay.
I'm kind of getting my ship put together and ready.
No problem. So, before anyone complains about my ship today, it is the old Vorgon carrier. And I have my standard throw it on the ship and go level it up, a certain of junk on it, so...
Yeah. This is kind of like, I don't have a plan on this ship. I'm just kind of throwing it all together here and letting it run.
Yeah, it is a plan. It's just not what most people think of as a good plan.
It's not a good plan. It's a plan.
It's just a plan, yeah. And it's good enough.
Okay, I'm going to start for Wanted Patrol.
Oh, okay, give me one sec here. And then we'll join you. I meant to do something. That's what I meant to do. There we go. There we go. You said Wanted Patrol?
Yep.
You could invite other people if you wanted to.
I could, but I want experience.
Okay.
If I do it with you, if I can't...
2 people works well.
Yeah, 2 people works well for getting experience. Some things don't work so well, so...
Let's give the Benthans a hand.
Yeah, for some reason I can't turn the ship's auto-fire stuff on, so...
That's weird.
Very weird.
One of the joys of having a huge fleet is, I would say, somebody's on at all times. It's really weird. Even like on the holidays, get up on Christmas morning, somebody was on. Besides me. I'm thinking, well, if I'm on solo with somebody else, yep.
For some reason, I can't set anything to auto-fire on this, so I gotta go hit a lot of stuff real fast.
Huh. That's really weird.
It really is.
Anyone out there have that problem with it?
Keep concentrating fire on individual ships. Separate them and whittle down their numbers.
Oh, I thought we'd cluster them up and make it fun. Ed and I did Kathy front as a bit of a pug this morning. And once again, people knew what they were doing. It made it so much fun.
Yeah. Well, which points, and I don't really have to sit down and try to figure out what do want to do with this build. This ship isn't bad.
Surrender to the Benson Guard. Sensors are picking up small habitations.
Well, to me, I've got so many ships to level that maybe we ought to have a leveling event one night. Everybody grab ships and we'll just do the heck out of patrols 2 at a time. 2 people at a time.
I mean, I'm done, and it's really fun at times to have a big old 5-man group doing epic patrols, but...
Well, that'd be our goal. Get everybody up to, level 6 and go off and do some epic patrols. I assume we need to, but yes.
Yeah.
The super hard ones. That'll be fun. Don't forget, everybody, Fleet Party is going to be on January the 23rd. That's 2 weeks from Saturday. 12-hour party. Lots of prizes.
We do what we want, where we want.
They do what I want when I want, and I want them to die.
I want you to die, Mr. Goldfinger. Or, excuse me, Mr. Bond.
You expect me to talk? No, Mr. Ball, I expect you to die.
They dubbed the voice of Goldfinger in that?
Huh.
After they had done the entire movie, they decided they didn't like his voice, and so they dubbed it with another actor.
The dude is English, so therefore, yeah, they want that German.
Yeah, but I mean, his name's Gert Frobe. You don't think of that as having an English accent.
No, but when you hire an English actor, it's...
Yeah, he's a classically trained English actor, but he won't. I saw him in another movie, and I was just like, his voice is all wrong. What the heck? So DT and I have also been talking about reviewing some of the old Star Trek episodes, and we thought, why don't you guys tell us what you'd like us to review, and we can just kind of give ourselves a day to watch it, figure it out.
We got points, we've done the movies, we're not going to do that again.
That was fun, though.
It's fun,
We
but...
did Picard.
Yeah.
That was good.
Don't think you can actually pay Mom to go watch Discovery.
Well, by the time we get there, probably some of the pain will be done. I just don't get it.
That beats other people who do like, this is multi-universe, it has to be. This didn't do it. In this episode, it didn't do this. Yeah, but in this one, which they say is canon, it did.
Oh, aren't they in the future now?
They're in the future now, so it doesn't...
Yeah, so it doesn't matter.
I can give you a minor spoiler, not really. Okay, big voice. Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Anyway.
We need to do that sometime. If they
will.
do the second Picard series, we will definitely do spoiler alerts.
But anyway, spoiler alert, the Guardian of Forever shows up in one of the episodes.
Oh, I already knew that.
Yeah. But anyway, he's going, the Guardian can't choose when to send people back in time. Technically, it did in the animated episode, which they say is canon, the Spock animated episode.
Excellent work.
Yeah.
We'll send over a pacification
And then, no, you can't, don't talk to me about that. It doesn't do that. That doesn't count.
Thank you for your assistance.
So
We've recently
basically
come
what
across
you're
the
saying
remains of
now
a
is canon's
battlefield
only what
between
you
the
decide
Borg
you
and an
want.
Yeah,
unmanned
exactly.
ship. Hasn't been there long.
So then he went
As
on
the
something
patrol
about DS9
first
and how something
detected
was
it
changed, and
only
it's
a
sort
few
of like,
weeks ago.
oh gee, you
Since
know that
then,
means it's
there's been a haze
all of
of
DS9's an
travel.
alternate timeline by your
Our readings
definition.
were inconclusive.
Don't be a
And with all
smartass.
things dealing with the Borg, we recommend giving it a wide
I'm
berth.
merely following the definition you set.
Was that?
Yep.
You're the one who said that. Let's see. Do I have enough room to get rid of all
That's
of this?
exactly what.
We have the suspect.
But I mean, you set the definition that this is not this. This is all an alternate universe. Guess what? You're gonna have that definition is going to apply to everything from there.
Yep. Oh my god, I've got junk in here. I have so much junk in this
We have
account.
the suspect in custody.
Now, time to find out how much my ship leveled.
Oh, yes.
I will laugh if it's tier 5.
Oh, I'm done. I've finished the ship. Woohoo! Went from 2 to 5. I'm done. All right, folks. So I've got so many other ships. You guys can jump into. Are we in open chat tonight?
I think we're open chat
Yeah,
right
guys.
now.
If you want to jump us. Don't jump us. No, don't do that. But if you want to jump into chat, we're in strike group number 2 tonight.
Yep. I mean, I just threw us in strike group number 2 because it worked. I am 200 experience from tier 4, so I have to do one more patrol.
Okie dokie.
But I'm going to try to jump instances and see if I can't jump instances. I'm going to beam down and back up and see if I can get this thing.
Mm-hmm. Well, if I can get this to work here. Well, I'm going to beam up to. Don't want to do that.
And I should probably throw the away screen up for a moment to get something to drink, but that's...
Yes. Well, go ahead and do that. I will blither away from...
Because I was on the air, and I was setting things up. Yeah.
All right, so here's what's going on. I just finished the foregone ship.
Ah. Yes, he's back.
He's back in the... I can't sing today.
I'm back in the saddle again. All right.
That's what I was thinking of, yes.
That may be next time I take over a stream, that might be the title of it.
Since you're wearing a sweater or a hoodie or something, how's the weather there?
I'm actually wearing it's about 62 out, so, and nope, it's still not doing it. It's still not letting me freaking go to autofire on this ship. Might be a glitch on this ship. But you know, I can make it work still. I don't need to make this last too long. I just need to make it kind of work for a little bit. I do like the carrier. I mean, let's be honest. This is a really. Take a look around it, and yeah, I got a shield visual on here, but this is a really nice looking ship. I still expect to see a really tiny demon up here playing drums or something. Boom, boom.
I grew up at a time when...
Or a little one standing like right up where you see my mouse here, just playing a guitar.
You could do that.
I wish I could. That would be pretty... Yeah, I really could. I mean, just have like... You have the video and just kind of go up here and then you just kind of switch to somewhere and you have like your Farazian playing guitar.
That would be good. Definitely a metal ship.
Yep. But anyone want to join us on another patrol, or we'll just go run a ninth rule ourselves? It will not take long.
No. No, it will not. Let's see if anybody's around today. Ashi's out there. Ashi, you're out there and you're on Klingon. You could come join us. That would be awesome. Who else is out there? There's somebody named Darkthorn out there. Pfft. Rasul is off and busy doing minor instabilities, it looks like. Hey, the other thing I was thinking of in DTNA, and I think Ed were talking about this, but hosting a one night just dedicated to Arena of Sompik.
That'll be fun.
Well, Ashi's been in the patrol, so it's just going to be us. So let me know.
Okay, I'm launching now.
Better when I can find it. There it is. Okay, this one, and then I'm going to switch over to a new ship and start leveling that one.
This should finish up that ship, and then I just have to decide whether
you only
I
need
want.
Like 200. Go ahead.
I need 200 for tier 4, and then whatever to tier 5, and I'm pretty sure I'll get that here.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt, but I'm
Lead the way. Sure got will follow.
And now the Nausicaans are here. Beginning to think we
Well,
might
it looks actually like we're going to have a night of leveling, so that means patrols and stuff.
Patrols, TFOs, whatever. I mean,
And then when I find a ship I really like, I think I will start working.
I really like this.
Making it
I
early.
really like this character, but in the ship, problem really is the seating's a little difficult. I have to work on that, and I can't set anything to auto fire, so I have to keep hitting the freaking space bar. So
That sounds really weird.
it really is. Yeah.
Well, once you get to 6, why don't you?
I'll switch back to one of my other ships, see if it works, and
Yeah, and then maybe try reclaiming it.
yeah.
So I was just checking, and I don't see that as being an issue for anybody else. That's what I was just thinking, actually. As soon as he gets mastery, reclaim it, and he's almost there with mastery anyway.
Yeah. Well, and like I said, the other problem is going to be I got to figure out exactly what I'm going to do to fly this, what I'm going to do for this ship build, you know.
Mm-hmm. I do need to do some ground stuff. I need to get another 6,000 damage on ground. I haven't even checked my other account yet, so I'm going to have to jump back and forth with my accounts tonight.
Yep.
So if you need to do some leveling with somebody, you can always go kill Nausicaans or something on the ground someplace.
Before you
This isn't a bad little ship.
Well, the carrier with how this build is, which is just built from one of my other ships, because like I said, I wasn't planning much. It's pretty returnable. It's a very responsive ship.
This Vorgon ship has a weird thing, and it might just be the way that the camera is approaching it, or it could be a real glitch with it. It turns from a central point, which is kind of weird. It's like somebody's steering the backside and front side differently, so it pivots at a center point.
Yeah, it's kind of like how I feel my Vorcha runs. It just kind of flips itself around to whatever it needs to be.
Mm-hmm. Only 14 ships, Ashe? That's nothing.
I know where the
Saab has, I think, all of them.
acquisition is, partner.
And 80 bajillion tunes as well.
Ready for
Ah. T4, not 14. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. Though I did get a T5 ship for my Bob. Because value-wise, it was dirt cheap, and you could equip the heck out of it. And upgrade it to T5U, no problems there. Nice little ship. And I get as much firepower out of that one with a very basic build as I do with the nice tank that Russell walked me through. Not as much defense by any stretch of the imagination, but, you know, it's not bad. And yes, I guess that's a good argument for me needing better glasses.
Quite possible.
Oh, no, definitely. I've put it off because game glasses right now is challenging. Because you have to wear a mask, so when I go in to get my eyes checked, it fogs up the doodads they use to check your eyes. So I'm not getting the glasses right. Oh, no, that I know it's got lower DPS than a regular build. That actually wasn't where I was going with that comment, so it was going with the tank is definitely less squishy than my Voth ship is.
But every so often it's nice to have a ship that just blows the bejesus out of everything that it runs across.
The nice thing about a tank is you may not quite hit the DPS, but you have the confidence to get in there and do just about anything you want. Pretty is in the eye of the beholder.
Yep.
Well fought indeed. Welsh Modron's on his way to a Federation holding facility. We will make sure.
Phil says, but a beholder has many eyes. Which one? Phil says, but a beholder has many eyes. Which one?
The one that goes, I see you. Like that's not creepy at all.
Oh, not at all. I miss having
Tier
Q
5
here
done.
on Chronos, though. Yay.
Might as well just do this the easy way. Yeah, switch starship, blah, 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 back to... Farazian flying Fikari ships.
Well, somebody's got to fly him.
Yeah. And the autofire's not working on this one either. It's very weird.
That is really weird.
Yeah.
Is it just the auto fire that's not working?
Yeah, I can't set the autofire, so maybe it's something that got turned off.
Yeah, I'm looking through some of the notes here and not seeing anything about
Yeah, I'm not
the
either,
issue.
so I'm going to...
Do you see Russell's commentary? Auto fires at the very bottom. It's a drop-down box.
you see options back here. Yeah. Toggle target, change it. Changed, and it's still not turning on. So I'm going to try something. I'm going to throw up the away screen here while I do a login real quick. Actually, I'll just throw up the old car screen. And I'm going to log out. I'm going to turn the game off, turn it back on. So when in doubt, reboot, right? It's a Windows thing, but yeah. No clothes, they're running around naked? Why are you having your people run around naked? I always knew you had issues. And my graphics are really screwy.
Sounds like there's more going on than...
Yeah. Though it's not screwy on the screen. It's kind of flashy on here, but... I'll get it figured out. It's just being very weird today.
So I'm going to go switch out the ship in just a moment. But which one shall I switch it to? To which one shall I switch it?
I don't know.
Me either. That's a problem. Yeah. So I guess there's an Admiralty thing going on right now?
Yep, all week.
Okay, what is it?
Bonus when you do your Admiralty stuff.
Well, maybe I'll have to pay attention and do my Admiralty stuff then. All right,
Yep.
let's go grab another ship.
I can always grab another character if this...
Actually, we've got 2 Klingon fleets. We've got a really new beginner one, and we've got one that's well established. Do you have a preference? Otherwise, I can get you an invitation to one of the other Klingon fleets.
Yep, there's always options.
Yeah. You know what? I'll invite you to this one for the moment.
We're going to switch over to a different Klingon. And then we're going to help Mom level some more because we got nothing going on, really.
Hello. Hey, it's Frost.
Hey, who invited him?
You are very quiet.
Yeah, I can't hear him at all. Which,
There we go.
There you go.
I can hear people now. That's crazy.
Okay. Do I want to do the Cardassian Intel Escort, the Intel Science Dreadnought,
they're all good. Flight deck
the
carrier's got.
Kobali Samsar Cruiser, the Alachi? Nope, the Alachi one's all done. Ooh, I still have my Mogai, my fleet Mogai. I love that ship.
Yep, and we
Or
got
the
our.
Titan.
Oh man, Titan.
Okay.
Because after all, oh no, it's another Enterprise.
Absolutely. All right, I think I'm going to take the Brisbane. Nice as she was.
That'd be bad. That'd be bad.
Rubble, rubble.
Why are you being bad?
Fix it, fix it. So, I don't know if you know what Razor Cortex is. Have you ever heard of it?
Yeah, I have heard of it, but I don't really know what it is.
Yeah, I use it.
Basically, it's a program optimizer. It
Yeah.
can it increases the speed of games. It improves the performance and
Does seem to
rendering.
work. Helps with my streams.
But when I run Star Trek Online, and it could be the build of my particular chipset, it locks up and it never actually does anything. It could be the most recent Windows thing through my emulation too, so I don't really know. But
I don't have that problem, but I'm running Windows. It goes in, it starts up, it loads everything, takes everything out to its background points. It's not active, and yeah, it works.
we'll see. There's a difference there though. Is you're using actual Windows. I'm using a Windows emulation.
Ah.
That would probably be it. Because you wouldn't try to get fancy about stuff.
No, it's because I don't actually know how to use DOS very well. I used to do everything through terminal. Why would I use an operating system I don't know how to use?
Well, no, that's a valid point, but
And I honestly never learned DOS, so that's the reason I use Linux. I mean, I know basically what you have to do in Windows to do everything, but it's not. It's just I grew up on Linux, and that's just how I started on Unix, and then I went to Linux. Because that was the original programming language.
All right, Mom.
Right now. What do we do today? Both ships. 4 TFOs, which I'm not doing, and Herc frigates. 4 TFOs. I'll do 1, but I'm not going to do 2. I just did Ground Battle Zone yesterday, and I'm going to do it again.
of course. I need to do some AP ground damage.
Well, you're more than welcome to join me.
Are you Federation or Klingon?
I'm KDF.
Oh, where are you going?
I'm on Voth. I got to kill Voth Ground.
I can join you. I'm near Vothlia.
How is it, everyone?
It's nice having DT in charge. I'm enjoying it.
That's good. Takes all the stress off of you. I am doing my best to put on a face of being okay.
Okay.
I just have to say I'm not gonna say any more than that. But I have 7 friends that work in the Capitol building.
Ooh.
You can imagine how I'm feeling right now.
Yeah.
And I haven't heard from one of them. So I'm not entirely okay with that. But I'm supposed to be in my Toastmasters meeting, and I couldn't concentrate enough to do that, so I'm not there.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Ooh, execute changeling spy. I don't have any white people to kill.
Killing R&D, do you have a
Oh, there's
Holotune?
I have one.
Yeah, I usually use the not real ones.
Yeah, I have one.
Just make one out of the replicator.
Yeah.
Yeah. That type of work.
Oops, we don't
It's always the
okay.
easiest way. What instance are you in?
I am in 3. Wait, no, 1. I'm in
I'm sorry, but that's just so Monty Python. What is your
1.
favorite color?
Well, you're on your own because we can't get into one.
You could if you like invited me to a team.
Or if you invited us to a team.
True.
Sure, Endeavor. I mean,
It's Mom's Endeavor too.
yeah, but we like Mom.
Oh, okay. That's as long as we're.
Fine, I'll invite people. Okay, thank you.
Oh crap! I'm sorry. That was an accident. That was not intentional. I promise. I swears. Can you pretty please invite me again?
I don't know, folks. Should I just kick him from the team and just help Mom do her stuff?
Nah,
That's
we
fine.
like Frost.
Oh. Well, Mom's in the instance I'm in, so so we're gonna go where she is.
I wonder. You guys are in what instance? Oh, you guys are in 3.
Yep.
I'll move over there now. I wonder if I did anti-proton damage, would it help your anti-proton?
No.
We've actually tried that, but no. About the best you can do is to make sure that your away team has got AP.
Anti-pro. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just making sure.
I wish it worked that way.
Really doesn't. Should.
Shoot.
You guys in the city, the park, the.
I'm in the where the heck am I? I'm in the outskirts. Apparently when I beamed down it reset my cyclic weapon.
Always does when you change maps.
Oh, that's a pain.
I know.
I was waiting for the numbers to roll over and they weren't going.
Ooh!
Ooh.
It's a supply runner. Something wrong with my character. Can't run for crap.
You can fix that.
Yeah.
But I don't have the discovery mark to do that.
No. There's other ways. I mean,
Yeah.
more
Close
seriously,
quarters combat.
Physical conditioning.
Home run tribble.
Turn fortune tribble.
Mm-hmm.
Run guns.
I have run guns.
Well, equip one. You don't have to have it as primary, just have it equipped.
Yeah, just have it in your holster. Have it in your backpack.
I don't know which one's the run guns.
It has
a
as
run mod.
It's not like these things are like intrinsic knowledge. I hope you understand that.
Well, it's kind of how I feel when people are like, but Mom, it's this thing. And I'm like, yeah. But on the things I know those things.
I had a conversation with Boom last night.
Hey, the only thing we do here is we drink and we know things.
you can't take anything from Game of Thrones because there was only one character who was actually redeemable in that whole freaking series.
I will say I watched the first episode of Game of Thrones based on the advice of a friend of mine. And I made it about 10 minutes in and went, no, definitely not for me.
I don't understand why people like most of the series, but when you get into like season 7, there's some really interesting things that happen. I don't like the Red Wedding. I don't like all those stupid things that everybody else seems to like. But
So you
the
like the
level
end
of-
where they just made everything up?
no, that's season 8. The end of season 7 was really good. It was season 8 that just. I know that he hadn't finished writing season 8 when they started filming, and they were making things up as they were going. No, this is quite real.
Oh, I know that.
Yeah,
That's
literally, he
not why I
didn't.
laughing.
He's still writing the book, which would have been season 8. So
Yeah.
But I mean, they were making things up in the middle of Cardassian task parade. Never seen that before.
Paragon says, actually, Duffy says, put a Twinkie on a stick and hold it above Frost's head. That'll make him run faster.
yep.
That's what made me laugh.
Okay, well, I'm not tremendously overweight, so that really wouldn't do it, and I run like.
I think he was talking about your tune, because you were saying it was having problems running.
Okay, whatever. You're just jealous.
No.
But yeah, I'm trying to. I can't keep this character like actually running. They'll like run for 3 or 4 seconds or whatever, and then just stop.
You use your
I
mouse
know,
when you're
well,
running to see her, or keyboard?
Keyboard.
I use my mouse, but I was having that problem too.
Let's see, it's to keep it running. It is Shift, Lock, and R, and it'll just lock into running until you run into something, literally.
Yeah, but I mean, I want to like actually control where I run. I'm not just run randomly. But I mean, it's just an annoying frustration thing. So I have written 23 words in the last 2 days.
I saw the word boobies pop up, so I knew Sav was here. Hi, Sav.
Hi, Sav.
How are your boobies?
Well, that's a rather personal question.
I'm not the one who was talking about boobies. She started this.
Do you have something against Sav's boobies?
I've never seen them, so I really can't make a judgment call.
I actually have seen a picture of Sav, but I will say my primary focus was not on her boobies. So they may be lovely or magnificent or nothing at all. I would not know. And that's, of course, assuming that the picture actually was Sav, but it was really cute if it was.
Yeah.
It was really cute if it wasn't her. It's stunning if it's a him. And yes, Duffy, boobies are awesome. They're one of my favorite birds.
Yep. They're
They
very,
are so cute.
very efficient birds. He's right there. You can't target him. I don't understand.
So you're down here for 40 Vath, right?
No, I just have to go for it.
Pardon?
I'm at 18 and 20 right now.
Okay, come here. Come down here. You'll get more if you do this one.
I only need 2 more, Mom.
Oh, okay. I was just going to say artillery's always the easiest one to get them.
Well,
Yeah.
I appreciate your help here.
Because they cluster up in bunches of 5, which makes life so easy.
3 to 5 usually, yeah. Though if it's medics, you get 2 at a time.
Yeah, that's true. And they heal each other, which is really annoying.
Yeah.
Well, I have the strongest ground weapon, so I'm not that worried. Why do you trust this?
Hello.
Hey,
Hey,
Duffy,
Duffy.
how you doing?
Not bad.
What was the last 24 hours for you?
It's all right, I guess.
I'm kind of expecting somebody to declare war on Canada or something at this rate.
What's going on in Canada?
Nothing.
Oh. Okay.
Well, that's not entirely true. There is stuff
Yeah.
going on in Canada.
Yeah. I meant compared to what's been going on in Washington.
Nothing.
Not on the same scale, no. But there has been protests here. Ironically, about Trump, and I don't understand why.
Because they're afraid he'll
Yeah.
declare war on Canada?
I don't know.
He could very well do it. I mean, he's completely unhinged at this point. He doesn't have an ally anywhere in the world.
Well, no, there were like Trump supporters protesting in North Vancouver yesterday. It's like, why?
Why?
Last time I checked, he's got nothing to do with Canada.
I don't understand why. Well, they were protesting. I mean, they were peaceful protesting, but I mean,
That's confusing. Why are Canadians so weird?
right back at you, buddy.
See, I'm not really American. I was born in Scotland, so I don't.
And that's where he wants to
You
run
are still a
to.
U.S. citizen, are you not?
What?
You are still a U.S. citizen, are you not?
I'm a U.S. citizen by birth.
Oh,
My parents are U.S. citizens, and I take offense to that tremendously.
Well, we will change the topic because did you get all the kills and stuff you needed down here?
I did.
I need to earn
DT,
some.
you got all the stuff you need down here?
No, I need to earn some more marks and summon some reinforcements.
Okay, well, let's go do that for you.
Is there anything
Hello.
around here?
Hello. Wow, everybody's here tonight.
Borg. It's the Borg.
How are you doing, Board King?
I'm doing
Good.
sort of, kind of, whatever.
Is there anything we can do to help you in your doing?
Unless you have $10 million you can give me so I can retire.
Well, you know, you don't need 10 million to retire. A million will do it. You just use a little bit for the moment, invest the rest.
$1 million. What?
No, I wanted to buy an island and move there.
That's actually much
Or
cheaper.
not.
Than you think. You can buy an island for as little as $40,000.
I don't have $40,000.
I understand that, but I'm saying you don't need to have $1 million.
You don't need to have 10 million.
If you're gonna fantasize, I mean, it costs the same amount.
I mean, the fact is, I just want the Powerball. Or
Yeah.
whatever the hell it is.
I did not buy a ticket. I don't even know. There isn't one tonight because it's Thursday. Remember
Yeah,
that
right.
much.
Isn't it like Monday, Wednesday, Fridays?
No, it's
No.
like
There's-
Friday, Saturday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yeah, because
like
there's
that?
Mega Millions and then there's Powerball.
Right, one's one day, one's the next, and then there's
Yeah.
a day when they don't have anything.
and just buy tickets for all of them.
Pretty much.
Well, I'm not big on buying tickets because it's money I don't want to spend, but
Yeah.
all the odds are not in your favor. If you don't buy one, there are no odds.
Exactly.
I'm
So
okay
the
with
odds
that.
of winning are only slightly worse if you don't buy a ticket.
How can you be a finance person and buy a lottery? I don't get it.
Because I don't buy them consistently. I buy them once in a while as fun.
When there's a
But
really
it
big
is-
jackpot and you want to fantasize.
Right, exactly. It's entertainment. It's cheaper entertainment these days than going to a movie.
I went to see Wonder Woman 1984.
Oh, I'm
I'm
sorry.
sorry for you.
That is a terrible movie.
Yeah. I've heard
It
nothing good
so-
about it.
was
I've
so
heard-
ridiculously stupid. I'm not gonna ruin it for anybody that could potentially want to see it, but oh my god, save your brain.
Yeah, ruin it for him. Save him the money.
See,
Ruin it.
here's my thing about Wonder Woman 1984. DC, I'm done.
Yeah.
DC has done nothing but screw everything up. It's like, no, I'm done. I'll wait for the DVD release.
Let's. Yeah, that won't be long.
No, don't even wait for the DVD release because it
It's
just
that bad.
sucks. Yeah, it really is that bad.
Well, maybe if it pops up on Netflix or something. So I'm paying for Netflix anyways, but
Okay.
But-
But it. Oh my god, it sucked.
like I said, it's DC. I'm not surprised.
Yeah, but the first Wonder Woman was pretty good.
I mean, I like Gal Gadot. I think she's
Yeah.
she's a
Oh, yeah.
fine-
She was well cast, but
Good
But
God.
oh my god, it sucked.
I think I get everything I need to get.
Oh, well, I'm gonna kill these
I mean,
real quick. Here.
Wonder Woman is great, but look at how many cuts they're doing of the same Justice League movie that was done, what, 4 years ago?
Well, see, there's that one actually has a reason though, because the Zack Snyder and the development team disagreed. And
Again, DC screwed up.
no, it wasn't DC. It was Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers decided they weren't going to.
Warner Brothers is
Yeah.
DC.
No, well, they own DC, but they decided they weren't going to play certain clips because it didn't test well with their audiences, and that was the whole problem. And it fielded so badly in actual theater that they went back to Snyder with their hat in their hands and said, "Can you fix this for us?" And basically he said, "Well, you got to go back to what I had original." And
The
that's what
problem is, I saw what he was originally doing with Batman v Superman, and
Batman v Superman was horrible writing.
the
And
same
I-
people and that's the same people he brought back to write Justice League.
Well, you may be right there, but I know that it doesn't take much to do better than what they did.
No, but
DC is
what I'm
not
saying is DC constantly has been screwing up left, right, and center.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it doesn't surprise me they did it again. It doesn't
Yeah.
surprise me.
I mean, they didn't do bad with Aquaman. I really enjoyed Aquaman.
No, you're right. They did okay there.
But Aquaman had nothing to do with Zack Snyder.
Yeah.
Did because of his affiliation.
I don't know. The first Wonder Woman, I saw one story. Second Wonder Woman, I felt like I was watching two animated DC series episodes meshed together into one movie.
Oh, it wasn't even
And
that.
that they tried fitting too much in.
I mean, the biggest thing that I don't get out of the whole thing was you had a character that literally granted wishes to anyone that asked, and they couldn't come up with a single good wish across the entire planet.
Yeah.
7.4 billion people couldn't come up with a good wish. It was just, how is that even possible?
How is it possible for anyone to think that is a good story idea?
Well, I mean, that actually came from the comics, and it was pretty well received.
Oh, the concept is so. I'd
Terrible.
say Rod Serling, but Rod Serling writes better than that.
It's so R.R. Martin. There's like the storylines are competing with one another, and nobody asked them to.
Well, they're trying to speed up telling the storyline too much as well. Like, she knew Steve Trevor for what? A fraction of her life? And she
Yeah.
carries a candle for him for 70 years?
Yeah,
I felt that was really stupid
it's
since
really
they
stupid.
only had him in one movie and he dies in that.
Longer than that, because you still carry a candle by the time Batman vs Superman came around, which is like about a century later.
Hey, DT, your voice is doing weird things.
I can't do much about it unless I jump out and back in.
Well, I'm just letting you know.
The thing is, you can't make that believable if you kill off her love interest in the very first movie.
But you use that to set up your second story as why she's dedicated to her work. Use that as a setup for why she won't get involved with somebody else. Or if you really want to bring him back, you make him, mysteriously appear and you don't explain it, and that becomes the crux of the whole story, though that's been beaten to death a few times. But there's a lot of ways to bring him back if your sole purpose is to bring him back. And like I said, I like Chris Pine.
I just call it
enjoyed
Wonder Woman
seeing him in the movie.
I just call it Wonder Woman 1984. We're contractually obligated to make this.
Pretty much it, yeah.
Yes, that's exactly what it was.
It's somebody's house payment. That's what it is.
Yeah. It's like Monty Python's The Contractual Obligation album.
It's one of those things where they know people will go and see it because it's Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
And that's why they're making money.
Let's all admit it. We went to see it because it was, or we watched it. I streamed it because it was Wonder Woman. Like, how can they mess that up?
The first one.
That's how.
The first one was good. This, no.
I never saw the movie, so
I haven't seen it either.
I'm
not surprised by DC screwing up because they've never been consistent on anything.
Yeah. If every good thing they do, they find a way to screw it up. Yeah, okay, we did a good movie in Wonder Woman, but we're going to go into this Justice League point which is directed by Community at this point.
Yeah. Hey, someone's breathing into their mic, so who's ever doing that, grab your mic and pull it away from your face.
Well, it can't be me.
I don't have a mic. It's on my computer.
I'm using a
Well, then it's either me or DT, so.
Not me.
And I can move.
I heard someone just log in.
Who just joined us?
Nobody.
No, it's still just us.
You are hearing things.
That would not be out of the question.
That do happen.
But yeah, I saw that the other day and I was just like, are you serious? How did they get this greenlit? That's just,
yeah.
Oh. I mean, I understand they had to write a sequel, but the least they can do is qualify it with stuff that they know will work.
Well, honestly, they didn't have to write a sequel. There was no compelling reason to write a sequel. The movie was good, leave it alone. They did it because they had it established, and it's a fast way to make a buck, but it's also a fast way to completely annoy your entire audience who loved the first one.
Right.
Then you come out with that.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Let's see who wrote it. Patty Jenkins did. Geoff Jones.
Yeah, she's not a strong writer.
Geoff Jones, who kind of ruined a lot of DC when he was in charge. Those are two who made up the story.
I iterate, DC, your voice is really, really quiet.
We have Patty Jenkins, who's hit or miss at writing scripts, and we have Geoff Jones, who really was not the best writer in a lot of his DC stuff.
Yeah.
Or Geoff Johns, I should say. I keep calling him Jones, but
one of them wrote for Supergirl, didn't they?
Geoff Johns is a comic book writer. I'm trying to find. Let's see.
One of them is Supergirl, or a few episodes of Supergirl.
I don't think either one of them have done anything with Supergirl other than being kind of in charge of creative at some point.
I am going to do home. Does anybody want to join me?
Home? Federation or Klingon?
KDF.
Pardon? KDF? I'll join you for KDF.
May as well. Share the mission.
You got Team 4 too. Let's see,
I
Nodama.
think we're all on the team, so that's good.
No, I'm not. I'm
Oh.
on Gornalicious.
Oh, you changed
Okay.
characters. Okay.
Yeah.
You're the team leader.
I was going to send you an invitation, but you guys were teamed, so I couldn't join you. Thank
Yes,
you
you
very
can.
much. I will join you. Woot woot. Anybody else want to join us for home?
I'm not in game at the moment.
Pardon? Oh, pff, what is that?
I'm just hanging out in voice.
What the heck is that phrase? We don't understand those words.
I'm sorry.
Those are
I
foreign
understand it
words, aren't they?
perfectly.
Both of you already have home.
I believe I do, yes. Hang on a second, though. I have to do one thing. I usually have home queued up, which I do, so I'm going to drop it and pick it up again.
Yeah, I can drop it and pick it up again, so.
Yeah. I run it all the time to the point where I'm going in for the attendance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
And I get I need to get the phase waveform beacon
Okay.
eventually, but I mean, I don't need to get it right now.
And
I just need to
Purser,
try 60
the
ships.
whole- if you'll excuse me.
Oh, hey, I'm game to run the whole thing through.
Yep. Why not?
Okay.
And you'll get your waveform beacon. Let me throw out some junk real quick, though. If I get any loot, I've got some room. Oh, shoot, I forgot to turn... No, I couldn't, that's why.
You forgot to turn?
I forgot to turn in 2 of my,
Mom's gonna turn into something.
She's going to turn into a giant Gorn.
I went to turn in my EPOs on this account this morning, and it wouldn't let me turn them in. So I figured it's just 2 out of the hundreds I probably had. Are we ready to begin?
Okay, John's had a little
Yeah.
bit of input on the Supergirl pilot.
I thought one of them.
I'm hitting begin now.
Okay, begin. Accept. Hi, Von Marcus.
But he's also responsible for bringing Barry Allen back, who was kind of one of the more boring flashes at that juncture.
Yeah.
Are we all good to go in and start killing things?
I hope so.
Back as anything. I don't know which one.
Well, some people might be watching the cutscene because it's a good cutscene.
It is, but too late now.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
We are good. Well, I'm good. I can't speak for anybody else. Well, I can't speak for everybody else, but
Y'all speak for
it's
us.
presumptive. It's presumptive. Presumptuous? It's delicious.
much longer.
Magically delicious.
Lost Lucky Charms.
Hello. Wow, all the cool kids are here tonight.
I wouldn't consider myself full.
We're talking about you.
Be nice.
Hey, he brought it up. I just kind of went with it.
You're gonna hurt his feelings over it.
I don't have any feelings.
I don't have feelings.
Hey, Board King, if I win the lottery, if I take it, so obviously not tonight, you can rest. And take it easy for a while. Figure out what you want to do with your life and not worry about money for a little bit.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, I got a few friends. I mean, I've got this all figured out. If I win like 300 million, it's probably closer to 200 million by the time you get done with taxes, but that's still enough to make sure my son is taken care of. Got friends I know who need help get help. And friends I know who want to finish up their college degrees can finish up their college degrees. I got things I gotta do with that money. sit down and just write books and play Star Trek the rest of my life. Yes!
Don't forget too that the way they organize payouts, it's a percentage monthly, or you take half of it up front and then half and taxes. So
Well, depends on how you set it up, but we're looking at the numbers. It's not quite half. So if you figure you're going to get 65%, you're probably closer. That's why you have like the world's best accountant, which we do.
fair enough.
But yeah, no, my husband is in favor of the long-term payouts, and I keep reminding him that he probably doesn't have a long-term payout period, so he might want to grab all the money now and enjoy it. But that's just me.
See, all I have to do for my wife to win the lottery is die. Because I've got $2.5 million of life insurance on me.
Yeah, but that kind of takes some of the fun out of it.
Yeah, but I mean, she's sad. I mean, I'm not going to be able to appreciate it.
Well, you realize that every night now he goes to bed, he starts hearing a knife being sharpened. What are you doing? Oh, nothing.
Nothing?
We'll need to find the
I'm
central
only
enemy
worried
life
about
signs
that when I
ahead.
pissed her off.
Get ready to with caution.
We know you enough that you gotta figure that's a daily thing.
No, it's not a daily thing. It's not that uncommon.
Oh, weekly thing. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No, that's fine. You're not that far off. I mean, I have a head injury. I'm not always the person that I was the day before. I understand that can't be easy.
I have noticed that aging is definitely affecting my ability to do certain tasks that were a breeze a decade ago and probably were easy peasy 2 decades ago. And it's slow and gradual, and you still touch it every now and then, and it's like, oh, I don't want to get old. This is kind of sucky.
Yeah.
But yeah, win 300 million. Actually, it's probably closer to 400 million at the moment.
Actually, I
Think of
heard
all the
one that
ships
was
you
like
could buy.
I heard one was like 5.
That would be fun. $500 million. I could live with that. A lot of people could do what they want to with that.
Yep.
Well, I know what I live on, and it's annuity. I don't know what the lump sum is, but I do know that it's not up to 7. It's not above 10 million. I worked really hard for what I have. But yeah, I don't have to worry about money.
Honestly, I worked really hard and I have nothing, so in terms of money. But it is what it is.
I never spent anything like my entire life. I had a paycheck. Everybody paid for everything that I was doing, and I worked 90 hours a week. So thankfully, someone was smart and kept me from accessing some of my money, and it made a difference.
Yeah, I'm trying to encourage my son to do some good investmenting while he's still reasonably young, and it'll pay out nicely for him.
Yep.
Yeah, only about it by Marcus. Actually, I will say now that I don't live at home, and I was trying to explain this to my boss about not living at home, not having any safety net. If I'm sick, I still have to go to work. So I have to work really hard to not be sick, to not get a migraine, to eat well, to sleep well, to take better care of myself. And it's like, yeah, but you get PTO. I'm like, but that's new and only for the last month. And for the last 6 months, that hasn't been an option.
Yeah, and even then, it's never enough.
But the thing is, all of a sudden, because I'm starting to take a little bit better care of myself, I can actually feel a little bit better in the morning, except for the fact that the alarm still goes off at 4:30. And I don't want it to go off at 4:30.
I almost smashed my alarm this morning.
I put the alarm on the other side of the room, so I have to get out of bed to turn it off.
I still almost smashed it.
I did take it as my cell phone now.
I find stuff to throw at it.
Well, I heard it go off, and I was like, I haven't had a reason to have my alarm go off in Why am I still getting up to this thing?
Oh, that's a really good point.
I will
Yeah,
save you
happy
time by letting the feed now instead of later.
Yes, Mr. Daves. I didn't want to tell anybody about that, but yeah. I do look different today, don't I? I got a haircut and changed the hair color.
A little bit of reconstructive surgery.
Mm-hmm.
Only a little.
That's a severe budget model.
And obviously I repainted the apartment.
And got shells.
Yes. Yeah.
I wouldn't even be in Starfleet anymore if it weren't for this.
It's remarkable. You got
It's like they don't pay attention to the stream title.
Is there three
That's from
titles?
Mr. Dave.
A read?
Well, we don't expect you to read.
I didn't come here to.
Oh, no, we're playing a
Came here to
vid-
shoot things.
We're playing a video game.
Well, something counted as a captain. Anybody know what counts as a captain in this?
Each one of the overseers counts.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I need 3 more.
Okay, we'll let you get them on the ground.
Perhaps you know of faster way to translate her language and
This
reverse
is where I go when I
engineer
need to kill 6 captains.
Aha.
You can commit it.
Well, I already had 1, so. And then I've got 2 more that I wasn't aware of.
But since you're going down to the planet, I mean, you're definitely going to have a whole bunch over.
You should have a few down there, yes.
Man, this is just such a good weapon.
What are you using?
The Romulan wide beam disruptor. It's 236 EPS. I mean, if I were playing on freaking Kasiki or whatever, you do 1,000. But I don't have Kasiki gear on this character.
Did we kill all the bugs?
No.
No, it just is a time thing. They just keep on coming.
It was a joke.
Bad aggression.
Almost ready here.
I don't
be a
care
minute.
about. He's not really that impressive of a character. He's easy to hate.
Not understand this.
Red alert. Red alert.
You know, it helps if you're yourself when you're trying to be a sniper, but
Yeah,
Yeah, it does.
it definitely helps.
Almost disappointing. I expected better from you.
Well, I had myself muted yesterday, Monday. This week, DT was muted this morning or this afternoon, so.
No, actually, I wasn't muted. I did
Oh,
not
what
have
was it?
my input changed.
Ah,
I mean, effectively you're still muted, but
Different kind of muted.
I would like to point out that there are useful tools, but they're all third-party to allow you to control that.
Well, the problem was that as far as the stream, the input changed on my headset, so.
Exactly.
And
There are
I have
third-party
to change it back, no matter what. Even if it was a third-party tool, I still would have to change the input back on Streamlabs to fix it.
So you're not using Dreamlabs instead.
Yeah.
There are tools that allow you to force Windows Specifically, it's called Audio Switcher. Wonderful program. I recommend it to everybody who has any kind of Windows audio problems.
Only when they do an update.
Could just do that with PowerShell and not even bother with a third-party program.
Well, sure, if you know your way around PowerShell. Most
I know my way around terminals. I don't know my way around PowerShell.
PowerShell accepts terminal commands now. Not all of them, but many of them.
Like, I could use Red Hat inside PowerShell.
Yes.
There's certain bash commands that will work, but if you want to run a full Red Hat / CentOS shell, you can just use Windows subsystem for Linux. Same thing. Reasonably similar.
I'm gonna have to do any more strawberry pie crap.
Strawberry pie crap?
Yeah, their command language that you use for managing servers.
And thankfully, you don't typically need to do that. Worst case, you just need to fix it.
I mean, Raspberry is so much better than Strawberry, so you use all of them. It is the bane of my life.
I can't blame you for that. I've only tangentially, but from what little I know, it's terrible.
Well, I mean, when you work with CAN, you have to use Strawberry. You can't actually use documented commands. You have to use what they have, and it's so arcane and so broken, and you need like 300 lines to do a command batch, which is so badly done. Oh, I got my kills. Good.
Took you long enough.
Well,
Marcus, I'm getting a t-shirt or sweatshirt for Vegas next year that says, well, not with that attitude.
I had to kill 60 ships.
I don't know. I think we all get kill a shirt
You didn't get your
that
60 ships? Oh, okay.
I think we all get killer shirt that says "Get the particles." Get the.
And on the back of that same T-shirt, you put T6 Oberth when.
Oh, we so have to make that shirt.
It's worse than we thought.
I don't like Guardians. They're broken.
Don't ask about the tier 6 Oberth.
If you're gonna make a shirt like that, you have to make sure you send Kale a copy.
No, we're getting the shirt for Kale. We get the shirt made up for Kale. Exactly. And we present, and then we invite him to whatever booth we have, if there's a booth, and we present it to him at the booth.
No. We wait till they're doing a presentation, and afterwards, when they're giving out T-shirts and stuff, we'll give him a T-shirt. Especially if they do another Ships of the Line one. They don't know if they're going to be there.
Nobody knows if they're going to be there, let's be honest.
Yeah. Well, they just announced the 95th guest for the creation thing.
Uh-huh.
So we'll see.
I don't get how they can announce guests when they don't even know where it's going to be or if they're...
No, they already know.
They just don't know.
This is the creation one. This is not the Star Trek one anymore.
We won't last long out in the open like this.
Odo to Kira. We're fortifying our position near the Great Lake.
Social media community manager to Express Restaurant.
What's that?
I'm looking at job postings online. All of them for school bus drivers, but I'm sitting there going, I don't think there's a lot of school bus drivers working right now with COVID.
Actually, yeah. A lot of schools are running.
Schools aren't open right now.
Schools are not supposed to be open, but they
no,
are.
they're open here.
They're open here.
They're shut down here again because more kids got COVID.
Yeah, they're open here in Florida. Everything's open in Florida. Dumbest thing I've ever heard. We had 19,000 new cases, and they won't shut it down.
No, I know.
Well, You live in a state where they don't give a shit.
Yep. But I mean, we have 21 million people live here in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
85 million people live in California. California has a lower infection rate.
I die as I live.
I mean, I was at Disney Springs just the other day trying to watch that movie, and it was packed. No masks, no nothing.
No.
I mean, I was wearing a mask.
We're going out to dinner Saturday night, and it's huge distances between tables. You wear a mask until you actually start eating. When the person comes to bring your food, you put the mask on and all that stuff. So very, very limited.
Invasion?
Oh no! If you go inside the national chain restaurants, like I went to Chipotle for lunch today, and they did all the social distancing and everything in there. You had to wear. Like you go to some of the counties, and the counties have, but the state, they just don't. They really don't care. It's like it's like they're saying is like you should have thought of that before you moved here. Ron DeSantis is he's a megalomaniac. He doesn't.
The call's been sent, but they may not arrive.
He doesn't.
He doesn't care about consequences.
We'll do what we can.
Of course, he's a lawyer. Lawyers don't understand what consequences are. They deal with them, so
Till the end.
I'm not sure I like the way you said that, Odo.
Maurice, if we don't make it.
No, now is not the time for this discussion.
Lost upright on.
Look around. There may not be a better time.
And I understand what
you do. Then you know.
Don't you just... I know this is all well written and everything else, but don't you just want to yell out them, less talky, more shooty?
like maybe if you shut your mouth, you wouldn't get hit so often.
You know, we're kind of in a fight right now. Did you talk about this later?
Honestly, they're talking more than we are, and they're not shooting their guns.
I know.
Jeez.
Or since we're Klingons, if you don't start shooting, I will hit you with a bat lift, and not the good side.
There's a good side to a bat lift?
Yeah, the side without the blade.
Okay.
Still hurts, but it doesn't hurt quite as permanently.
Well, I mean, bladed weapons don't really hurt permanently. You kind of stop hurting after it's dead.
Hey, Mr. Dave, I will do everything I can to be there, even if we don't go as to the convention per se as a presenter, which we might still do. We're still going to see. But, you know, what the heck? Maybe I can get out there and do a day of convention anyway. We can go to dinner.
Yeah, we'll see what we can do.
I have the convention here in Orlando every year.
That's a good point, Leslie. There's literally a lake of founders behind you, and they're not doing anything.
Yeah, good point.
Sorry, Frost.
Huh?
I was just saying, I cut you off there. I apologize.
4 of them stuck their tendrils up. I mean, doesn't that count?
No, it doesn't.
Oh, they're waving at them. Hi, how's it going?
Hi, we're sorry we screwed over your species.
The biggest problem I have with the founders and the Hurt is it reminds me too much of Stargate, with the friggin' with Thor and his people and the replicators. It's the same basic storyline. Okay, stop with the self congratulations.
Yeah, there's a slight difference, but that's pretty close.
I would kind of made the parallels between Stargate or StarCraft, like the Protoss Terran storylines. because it's almost carbon copy.
But I mean, to be fair, Stargate was before the Zerg, so I mean, they don't.
Yeah, true.
They didn't steal it from them.
We waiting for something here?
I think you have to talk to.
Sorry. I was watching. I always love that scene.
Oh, okay.
I believe.
My bad. That's okay. It's such a good scene. But yes, Mr. Dave, we'll get together. You know, I could always just come out and visit you too. I've flown halfway around the world to visit people from the fleet.
Well, I'm in literally the #1 tourist destination on the planet.
And I used to be there like every other week. I just didn't know you then. And now, of course, I'm not doing any. But I'd be happy to come down and see you as soon as all the restrictions are lifted, or at least lifted to the point where I feel safe.
Yeah.
No, it's Florida. You're never going to feel safe down there.
It is Florida. You're right. Okay, I'm going to the temple. Does anybody need anything while I'm there?
A beer.
Yeah, I need.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
I'll take
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I'll take a couple of Orb of Prophecy and changes to go. And a side of fries with that.
Sacramento wine.
Yeah.
A pepperoni pizza.
That'd be funny. Here's your Orb of Prophecy and your box of wine, or your box of fries. Here you go.
Okay, I'm done with mine. Go to Quarks. I'm at Quarks.
I'm at Quarks. Got it.
I'll stand over here by Bashir and Odo.
Well, if you're in Quarks, bring me a root beer back, would you?
Sure.
I don't like root beer. I used to love it. Now I can't stand it.
It's so bubbly.
Did you take a hit to the
Just like the Federation.
Yeah.
Mr. Dave, are they signing something, or do you just get an autograph on generic piece of paper or something?
I'm at Garrick's.
Okay.
All right. I'm by the big bosses.
I believe our fear.
Cashier.
Darkmom.
Departing system.
So you can't give them something to autograph for you? Because that would be way cooler.
It would be.
Yeah, because much as I don't like disco, it would go great in my book.
But then again, you only have to get. There's only a handful of people you need to get from disco to get an autograph from.
Right.
Our scouts have found an attack
what?
element of the
Because they haven't gotten Doug Jones to do a voice over stuff in here yet.
I know, but let's see. There's Stamets. There's Chili.
Mary.
Yes,
Yeah.
and
Lorcan. Lorca.
I'll do what I can to maintain.
Ricka Sharman, can't remember.
Lorca.
Lorca, yeah.
I don't remember who played him.
Gabriel Isaac.
Isaac.
Yes.
Gabriel Isaac,
yeah.
I won't forget that. And thanks to the
but so Mr. Dave, we've got the book that we wrote that we've been getting one of them signed. So we had signed it last year. J.G. Hertzler signed it. Now we need to get Robert O'Reilly to sign it. Aaron signed it.
Too bad we couldn't get Renee to sign it.
I know. I never even thought of that.
Garrett? Did you get Garrett Wong?
No, he was. We went over there, and there were like 20 people, and we were there with
Garrett's always popular.
Scott.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of my friends knows Garrett Wong.
Oh, yeah, he's a really
Wong.
nice guy. We have.
No, I mean, actually knows him, as in like they have that big what's it called? Is it Dragon Con down here in Atlanta? Every year she goes out for drinks with him.
He apparently is a very nice guy. Very.
Every time I go to the convention, I'm in my Abe Lincoln costume. He'll come and goes, "This dude does the best Abe Lincoln ever."
We've got the picture with DT and him and the Tribbles on Ryza.
We'll put that
Oh,
back
me?
into.
Oh, Garrett.
Yeah,
Garrett.
Oh.
That was fun moment.
Did you get Jerry to sign it? Jerry Ryan?
No, because remember when we were there last, they hadn't done Picard yet, so she will definitely have to be in it this time.
No, because she was in it before Picard
But
on Star Trek Online.
Yeah,
But
but she doesn't do a lot of convention appearances, and
Okay.
and she's usually one of the big autograph.
Yeah. But
The
you
ones
know,
you have to kind of schedule for a certain time.
right, but I'd be willing to do that for her.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, the last convention we were at was 2019, right? So that's the one where they announced Picard and they hadn't done her in this, I don't think. Oh no, they had done her with the
No. They announced Picard the year before, and she attended the next year.
Right, but I was thinking because I'm only trying to get voice actors for this, but yes, I could have gotten her at one of the previous conventions. So I wasn't even thinking of it.
You know what's
So yes.
You know what's funny here? Apparently, they are now listing it, at least on one of these things, as taking place at the Caesars Forum again.
Oh, okay.
Caesars Forum has 3,500 cameras in that main room.
Wow.
Still like
I
cameras,
know.
man.
I installed them. Well, not all of them. I installed some of them.
You put in each and every one of them.
And Odette Fair is going to be there.
Yes, I saw that. Gosh darn it, I guess I deleted that one. Must have come in earlier today.
I'm looking at the guest list right now of Robert Beltran, John Billingsley, LeVar Burton. Gotta get LeVar's autograph for your book.
Yeah, they just
Jeffrey
I think
Combs.
the new admiral in Discovery is 95, right?
Odette Fair, yeah, who was also in The Mummy and a few other things, yeah.
Wasn't The Mummy. That was
Yeah. He was
no.
Yes, he was in The Mummy. I will.
He plays the tribal guy in the Mummy, the one who's always on the black horse.
Yep.
So, boom! You sent me and the only flavor it doesn't work.
Okay. Sorry, I was thinking of The Mummy, but no, I know who you mean. So yes, okay, fine.
One of the other Mummy movies, yeah.
Did you hear me, Boom?
Yeah, no, I heard that. You can there's that's just the Microsoft ones. You can actually build your own for it. It's a bit of a ball ache, but you can do it.
Well, I mean, I can build my own if I'm going to put that much. But that particular subsystem, the only flavor is Red Hat. And I hate Red Hat, but I have to use it because that's what all companies I used to work.
Learn something else then. Jeez, if you hate it so much.
Well, that's the thing is Red Hat is the closest thing you can do to like Selena, because most of the other flavors are free, and you have to pay for Red Hat.
Did you hear that the can in CentOS?
What?
Yeah, there was something that happened the other day that the other week. Sorry, this normal CentOS, which is like the downstream version of Red Hat, is
And
completely
the other site's
canning
listing
it
it
now.
as a Rio too, so sorry.
I'm sorry, what was that, sir?
The official site's listing as a Rio, the other site's listing it as Caesar. It's weird.
They may not have updated it from the move because the original contract was at the Rio.
Yeah. Or the other site may not have updated. I don't know.
I'm playing in PowerShell right now. I can use terminal commands in terminal or in PowerShell. That's cool. I'm not going to do it for any extended period of time because it'll drive me nuts. But
I mean, I actually got a decent distro of Linux up and running. It was a Mint knockoff, but it didn't work very well.
Okay, yeah, Mint has problems. I don't really trust it, but I mean, it has its uses, but I don't like it personally.
I like Mint a little bit better than I like Ubuntu, but that's about it.
It's because Ubuntu is what happens when you put zero work into the emulation of a, and then hope people like it. Because it's not like they can get their money back because they didn't charge anything to.
Yep.
If you're going to use Ubuntu, you might as well use Debian, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, Debian.
Why do we use a derivative when you can use the original that is least stable?
Because you can flash Ubuntu and you don't have to pre-render it. That's too much. Because you could put Ubuntu into any Raspberry Pi and run. You actually have to allocate it.
I mean, for Raspberry Pis, technically speaking, Raspbian is just Debian. But yeah, generally speaking,
like I
yeah.
said, you still have to pre-allocate it, and I mean that can take time and that resource. I'm sorry, we'll stop geeking out the chat.
Yeah.
But there's 3 geeks in chat, so we have to do some kind of geek.
Sir, there's more than 3. Okay.
Yeah, really.
Okay, 3 Linux geeks in chat. Okay?
There you go. Yeah, you have to really define geek around here. It's
Yeah.
very specific.
And
Whoa,
so,
Lee Arenberg is going to be there.
Oh, really? How
Yeah,
perfect.
he was in Pirates of the Caribbean.
Was he really?
Yeah, he was in the Admiral's End. He was like, he told Captain Jack Sparrow and Barbossa, he goes, "Stow it, both of you. That's an order." He goes, "I was just trying to put my name in hat for Captain for consideration."
PowerShell has it actually has an actual Perl dictionary. It drives me nuts. Sorry, I'm gonna go do something now.
You're not the only one who gets constantly driven nuts by PowerShell.
No, I mean, Mom, the reason it's frustrating is because Perl was written in the 60s.
Yes.
And it was used up until about years ago. And it has almost nothing to do with anything. But everybody still kind of has to know it as a network administrator. And it's the most frustrating and broken program I think ever developed. But yeah, PowerShell has support. That's stunning. Oh,
I'm surprised Chris Pine's not going to be at the convention.
You never know.
He does so many
Well,
other things. You never really. He
Because I
hasn't been
mean,
to
his
any of them.
father's there.
His father's there?
Robert Pine from Chips.
Really?
Yeah, he was in
I didn't know that was
Voyager.
his father.
Yeah.
Ah. Well, you learn something every day.
At least every good day.
You take that back. I don't like learning. Learning is for people.
Learn is hard.
Learning takes too long.
That I can agree with. I just want to go full on Matrix and just have all the info downloaded into my brain.
That'd be really convenient.
That's about 10 years from.
I know Kung Fu.
And yes, where I've been monitoring their development very closely.
I mean, no, seriously. I mean, with Musk now being the richest person on the planet and being so enamored with the neural chip thing that he's doing, and SpaceX and Tesla, they're talking about changing the entire way we look at the world in 10 years because they can't say this anymore. accumulating wealth to show that you have wealth, then yeah, it's a bad thing. But if you're using it for a purpose to support other causes, you need profit to encourage investment, to development, to encourage people to be interested in your product. And you can't, and that is the biggest flaw of communism, is there is so little room for growth because there's no motivation to try.
All right, I'll agree with that. But my point is, there shouldn't be need for that. The entire economy shouldn't exist outside of somebody has a need for something, let's get it to them. I mean, in the modern world, we are a post scarcity society. Every scarcity we have on this planet is artificial.
You're right. You're 100% correct. But again, therein lies. If you decide to take away the need and the desire to be bigger than you are, then you have entire. Just like we have that problem right now. Capitalism has somehow become a version of communism. And what I mean by that is that you are encouraged to believe that if you fulfill a particular role and do your job without complaint, without expectation of more, then at the end you'll be successful. That is quote unquote the American dream. Now, unfortunately, that's also socialism. So the American dream describes to your average person that's never going to dream is the exact same thing as socialism.
Hmm. But I mean, the entire concept of capitalism in a modern sense is not uh, or correction, the modern concept of socialism or the modern concepts of communism aren't what they actually are. They're heavily based on, Cold War era opinions and other things like that, which have no real basis in the reality of what the concepts we're discussing are. They're just, hey, look, we're just going to call this person communist because that's what they claim to be.
Well, yeah, I mean, political systems are. I mean, you're right. It is basic in opportunity discriminate against someone else. That's literally what political systems are. We are better than you because we say we are, not because we're having proof.
Hmm.
That is every political system in the world. So you can say what you want about communism, say what you want about socialism, capitalism. We're all based on the exact same idea.
Guys, if you're gonna keep doing your political debate, could you take it somewhere else?
No, it's political. It's social.
I don't
It's
care.
social.
We're
I
getting
think that's subtle for we need to talk about Star Trek.
we're getting requests that we shelve this little debate you're having and get back to Star
Not
Trek
a
related
debate.
stuff.
Discussion.
Yeah.
I understand. I can appreciate that.
I mean, that's perfectly fair. Question: which do you think is more important, tanking or DPS?
Me,
Okay, now we're on to something that's
yeah,
important.
yeah. Me, I kind of prefer DPS. I mean, tanking is great, but you need both in the game.
I thought you said drinking.
What's more important,
Drinking is
drinking or
also important.
DPS? Okay, that is a relevant
Drinking?
question.
Yeah, need to get really
Yeah,
drunk for some
definitely
of this
can go with
stuff.
that one.
For some people, drinking increases their DPS.
Yeah. Yeah.
Arzul says no, you just need more wizards.
I've done wizards too. Wizards are fun.
Wizards are awesome.
Space wizardry. Watch as I take this person and fold him into a tiny little thing about this big.
Honestly, that's the one thing that I've never gotten good at in Stowe. Like, I can make a good tag, I can make a good tank. I just can't do a space wizard.
Ooh, there are some brilliant ones out there. Plubber has got a phenomenal space wizard. Just watching the Iconian dreadnoughts melt into nothingness in seconds is just phenomenal.
Yeah, like, I can go find the builds for it, but I don't have the thinking for it.
Yeah, I understand that.
It's just placement for various effects. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a different thought pattern, though. Tank is one thought pattern. DPS is a different thought pattern. Space Wizard is...
Yet another one, yep.
Yeah, it's something else. Oh, that's fine. Space Wizard is just WTF-ery. And then it magically works, hence Space Wizard.
It's like, how does this happen? I don't know.
Yep. Then again, I'm sitting here
Rizal,
playing a
you may
computer
prefer
game, and I can't tell you how that works either.
And Rizal, you may prefer tanks, but I prefer putting enough firepower that I don't have to worry about it. If he dies within 2 seconds, it isn't going to hurt me.
And the other thing is, Razul, there is such a thing in STO as a wizard tank.
Wow.
People have made them. I haven't done it myself, but people have made them.
I prefer the nanny tank over the wizard tank.
What is that, pray tell?
The nanny tank is a massive debuffer. So the whole point is you sit there in the middle of them, you take a lot of damage, draw the threat, and then everything that shoots you is massively debuffed. So, yeah.
I like that.
Which enables little psychos like me to go fly in. Oh, look, he's got no defense. Well, he's got no shit.
With that lull in the conversation, I'm going to drop off for the evening. So.
I think we're coming.
I think we're about at the end, really.
Yeah.
Alright, have fun, everyone.
Have a great night. Take care. Be safe.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, crap.
Okay, that was an interesting comment.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm playing Cyberpunk while you guys are wasting it.
Oh.
Well,
In other
clearly
words,
that's
wasting your time with Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
Huh?
He's wasting his time with Cyberpunk.
I completed my dailies. There wasn't anything else to do.
There's always something to do. Now that Winter Wonderland is done, I actually can get back to playing the game seriously as I ever do. And level up some of these ships.
Yeah. I can start looking at various stuff that I want to build up.
Well, I'm getting off too. I'll see y'all later.
Take care.
Bye.
Catch y'all later. That's going to be the end of the stream. I don't have an exit video yet. We're working on that. But until then, we're done. Okay, catch y'all tomorrow. Night, everybody.
Bye.